Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Philly Live. I'm Sheila Watko. We start with a story you can really sink your teeth into. You've probably seen headlines about alligators found in houses around the city. ACCT Philly has helped 9 alligators and crocodiles over the last 2 years. But where do they go? Turns out before they head south to Florida, they head north to Bucks County. I got an amazing opportunity to watch a team of reptile rehabilitators in action. A warning, you will see gators eating humanely euthanized rats, so if that upsets you, watch with caution. But what they do is so important, so I do hope you watch this.
You're under arrest.
That is an 8-foot alligator being taken out of a basement in Philadelphia.
Now it's in the care of animal control officials.
And they tell us this is the 4th big reptile they've gotten in a month.
Where do all of these alligators go? I'm in Bucks County at a rescue facility where these fascinating reptiles wait to be transported to their new home in Florida.
You get this hot weather, but no rain, so it actually messes up the pond.
Kyle Asplund runs Jupiter Alligator and Wildlife Sanctuary, JAWS, in Jupiter, Florida. It's a sprawling 52-acre home to over 250 alligators, crocodiles, and caiman, including Big Mac, the gator you just saw in that Philly basement.
They can live 75 to 100 years in proper care. So I'm sure a lot of these animals, especially the babies here, will long outlive myself.
But before he drives them to the Sunshine State, Kyle quarantines them where he grew up, about an hour outside of Philadelphia.
So the marbles here represent 115 alligators that I've taken in the last 2 years.
Kyle got his first alligator when he was 10 and learned to care for her. She's now 24 years old and lives in Florida.
I can't thank her enough for everything she's taught me, you know, and where I am today because of her.
He saves crocodilians of all sizes, from little babies to big guys like Bronco.
He's so cool.
While Kyle's at JAWS, his friends A.M. Davies and Mike Johnston care for the creatures in Pennsylvania, rehabbing them and feeding them.
He went to college for eating mice.
My favorite part about taking care of the alligators is watching them improve over time and get healthier, because sometimes they come from really bad situations.
Pennsylvania does not require state permits to keep non-native species of reptiles and amphibians. This creates big problems for animal control, rescues, and most importantly, the animals.
Yeah, you can go to any trade show and anybody can buy a baby alligator for $100. So the accessibility is far too easy. So a lot of times I find them on like Facebook pages. I've honestly got quite a bit off of Craigslist. It's unfortunate that the alligators get the short end of the stick. So that's pretty much why I'm here, is giving them a second chance. A lot of the vendors don't tell you the proper information. They'll tell you just feed it one baby mouse every 2 to 3 weeks and it'll stay smaller. Yeah, that's correct, but it's also stunting the animal. If you see kind of how this one has a real short snout, what I've noticed is physical deformities that they get in captivity just from improper care.
A lot of the reptiles are kept in tiny tanks where they can't even turn around. Bronco's jaw and tongue were so swollen when he arrived, he couldn't even eat properly.
I love Bronco because I spent a lot of time with him personally trying to teach him how to eat again, and so I think we bonded during that time.
He can swim around, he has to use his tail, you know, he jumps as you saw. Baby gators, you know, they're just little geckos, you know, they're just squirmy geckos. So you kind of just let him walk through your arms and...
He's got a strong tail.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful little thing.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah. That's the thing, is it's so hard not to just fall in love with every single individual, because every single individual has their own personality.
How can you not love any creature, you know? Like, yeah, they're beautiful.
If you have the means to take care of them, you have the education, you have the understanding how to care for them and set them up properly, then you should be able to apply for a permit to have these animals, but they are not meant to be our companions. They are, you know, they're predators. So you have to accept them for what they are and respect them for what they are.
Thank you so much. That was once in a lifetime. Wow. This whole thing has been once in a lifetime. This is really cool. That was definitely one of my favorite stories I have ever gotten to do. Absolutely incredible. If you have a reptile that requires more care than you realize, it's okay. Instead of dumping it somewhere, which happens all too often, call the ACCT Philly help desk and they can assist you. To learn more about Kyle's nonprofit sanctuary, JAWS, we have a link at NBC10.com/find it on 10.